You arrived in Bali today. You met us all, so I want to hear your first impressions of this whole space, of the people that you've met, and anything in general that you wish to share.
The space is great. Everybody's great. Shiva's great. The vibes are great. And we're working on it too. We're working on it. We're uplifting it. We're getting the vibes going and flowing. And I don't know, everybody's super nice. Reese is super nice. Leo's super nice. I think, there's some drama sometimes, though, I will say. There's a little bit of drama going on, but I like it. Like, if that drama wasn't there, it wouldn't be fun. Reese brings up stuff about somebody else, or Leo, or that adds to this whole space and this whole vibe. So that's definitely a thing. The energy's good too. The energy's good.
To give you some context to the viewer, that just a few minutes ago, maybe an hour ago or so, some time ago, Reese pointed out something in me that I was not seeing, some character flaw, you could say, or something that needs to be worked on. And that is what probably Garrett was talking about in terms of drama. It's not like there's drama, but we're uncovering things about each other every day, and we're helping each other to build our characters, which is, what else can you want from the people that you're living around with? So also, I'm curious about your first impressions of Bali, and what do you think of Bali, and anything else you want to share about the things that I just mentioned.
So one thing that really surprised me was that I've been told that there's temples around every corner, but on some of the streets that I walk on, it looks like every house is a temple. It looks like every single house, in some way, actually just really, it's not a temple in and of itself, but it looks very spiritual, very temple-ish, I would say. So that's something that I didn't expect. There's some streets that are just shops, but there's some streets that are house, 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 and it all looks just like temples, right?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were talking yesterday with Abel, that the architecture of Bali is so similar to temples. And there are a lot of actual temples, but the houses also feel like temples. And also the people give offerings in front of their house. You'll see this in the morning time. There's little flowers and incense people burn right in front of their house to give an offering and to create a positive energy. So definitely don't step on that and don't mess around with that.
So are we gonna have more people come? Hopefully we're gonna get more people coming. So I came in just now. Who was the person who came in before me? Was that Abel? Or was that?
Yes.
Okay.
Abel.
Abel was the last person. And how long did he come in?
Abel came approximately a week or two ago, and we have some of my YouTube subscribers also wanting to join in mid-October. Danny, which is a very long time YouTube subscriber of mine, which I hope to see you here. And yes, we hope to see all of you. If you're a saint of mine, if you can pass a simple 3-question questionnaire interview, if you're not totally deranged, then come on down.
Maybe we have some deranged people. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I should.
Maybe I'm a little bit deranged, people say, but that's okay. I can, at least I appear somewhat civilized, which that's very good. I'm very camouflaged like that.
So what are we going to be doing in the next couple of days, you think? Because you've been here for a while. I just got here. I'm probably going to want to be making content. If people are going to be coming, probably going to want to be making, I don't know. Maybe I assume they're going to want to be making content. I don't know. We'll see. So what do you what's been going on in the past? Because I've been seeing the videos, but I feel like also maybe the audience, because I have an outsider's view, because I've been watching the podcast, right? And I just came in, I'm here. From the outsider's perspective, they can't see the day-to-day, which is what I kind of want to do also. I maybe want to also, if maybe you want to too, but do some sort of vlogging, maybe, or to what degree, don't know. Yes. But so I guess what do you What do you think my day-to-day is going to be like?
I understand the question. So just to give you some context beforehand, Garrett messaged me on YouTube, on my YouTube live stream, which happened maybe a week ago. And he's like, hey, I want to come, I want to join you guys, but I'm not sure if I should go because I really want to make sure that this is the right thing for me. And I also don't know what you guys are saying, if you're going to ghost me. That's the feeling that I had. He didn't really say that. But I'm like, yeah, come. This is the place that we're staying. I've already known Garrett from Discord. And yeah, come on down. And then literally a few days later, he spoke with Reese and then he booked a flight, a plane ticket.
2 days, I think, after, and then Reese called me and then I booked the flight 10 minutes after, and it was scheduled for 2 days later. And then I came 2 days later, and then same day I came, I'm here in the villa.
Yeah. and Abel and I were driving on a motorbike to go to the store to buy some flour and some ingredients that we use for cooking. And we saw Garrett walking towards the villa, kind of very shy, very quiet. It's the middle of the night. And I'm like, hey! So it's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you here. And so what are we going to be doing day to day? Well, I wake up quite late, unfortunately, because right now it's 1 a.m. This is just generally how we do things here. It's not the best, but it is what it is right now. And then I usually have some fruits, some breakfast, mainly fruits. I recommend you do something similar because fruits are amazing here, especially dragon fruit. And then maybe you'd want to go out and record some videos with temples and places and things in Bali. And then we usually join here at around 5 or 6 p.m. and we have dinner. So Abel cooks the meal pretty much, and I help him. I'm his assistant. He's a professional chef and he makes very delicious meals. So he's been cooking for all of us. And then we eat that, we hang out, we play some music, dance a little bit. We make a video like this, and then we go and sleep.
I feel like we need to have something more in the schedule, you know, like, especially if, I don't know, maybe if we had more people, you could do like a retreat or something, but like, you know, I want more rigor, you know, I want to build, like, because like, I don't know if you guys know, I don't know how much I want to be open, but like, they're planning stuff, like, you know, they got New Earth is coming, you know, like, we need to, I know Thor, I saw Thor, he was working when I got here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we definitely have plans. Things are in the works and we can't speak about it yet because it hasn't come to fruition. But yeah, I'm sure once these plans do come to fruition, it's going to be quite soon. It'll be much more intense and much more activity. So right now it's a little bit of we're in the kind of growing phase and it's soon to blossom. So come on down. If you have nothing to do, if you have the funds and availability and the desire, Bali is a pretty nice place, let alone us. Bali is an extraordinary place to grow spiritually. So definitely make your way here. And
yeah, you're in a spiritual place, in a spiritual community, spiritual people, working on growing spiritually and making content. That means that more people are going to be coming into the mix, making like a vortex kind of. So come to the center of the eye of the storm.
yeah, we definitely need more people. It's much more fun with more people. That's the only reason why I'm inviting you to come, because things are better with more people. You have extra hands to do wonderful things with, to build, to create, to laugh, play, sing, have fun. And yeah, what I want to say is that Bali is like an entity, or let's not use the word entity, it's like a living being. Bali, the place that I'm currently living in, is the only place that I've been to in the world that feels like a living being. It feels like a woman that I can talk to, or yeah, like a creature or an actual living being. That's the closest way I can describe it. And it's to the point where I realize that it's important for me to communicate with this being, or the essence of Bali, or the entity of Bali, we can say. And I do so every morning. That this has never been the case in all the other countries that I've been to. The North American countries, forget about it. There's virtually nothing like that. But here, I don't know if it's because of the people that have actually built this energetically. This kind of prana has been uplifted into the space, and the energy of Bali is a collective formation of people's minds of what they believe this is. Or it's just the actual island itself. It's a spiritual, alive being. Nevertheless, it is like that. It is a supportive being, and it feels very, very nice, very good to be here. So I'm very thankful for this island and for me being here right now.
Have you guys been to the beach yet?
We have been to the beach, and we've been to not the best beach in the place, but we're planning to go to one of the best beaches in Bali. So tell me, I'm curious, what did you expect to get out of this? What do you expect, and have your expectations been met or not since first day?
For me, I think the biggest thing that I wanted was like community of people who are seekers and not like necessarily aligned to anything, and also like around like my age group where I can just talk with and just like feel like I can be completely myself and not say like stuff about third eyes and get like weird looks, or just like and not, because I'm not so interested in honestly much else. I don't want to say I'm not interested in anything besides spirituality, but like it's an obsessive interest of mine. So I want to be with people who share that interest. So that's, I would say, is one of the biggest things. Obviously, making the content, being with people who are way better, way further along in that journey than me, I have no doubt is going to catalyze that growth, because, you know, like, I know that, like, how important it is to have a tutor or a teacher or whatever in whatever you're doing. So especially if that's in like content creation or in any field, I think that's definitely gonna be helpful. Obviously, this is only like the first night, so like, I'm not gonna say like I can't give like a 20-star review, you know, only being here, you know,
Yes.
for a couple hours, but yeah. But yeah, so that's people, friends, vibes, good community, support for content creation, and maybe also just this environment is a small third thing to throw in there. Support in this environment, like to have this situation where it's like not, you feel like you are committed to something, you're around people who are working on elevating yourself, so you feel like hopefully that like you feel like you should be doing work, you know, like it's a good bar against laziness, or in my mind at least,
Yes.
how I feel personally.
Yes. Well, you're definitely going to get it here. We're all on the spiritual path. We're all seekers, and people are going to give you reflections on who you are and your character, I'm sure, as things go on. And people here are also very perceptive, meaning they can see you very clearly. So if you're interested in growth and inner transformation, there's really no better places you can be on Earth. This is one of the best places. So come on down.
Frogs sound pretty nice too. It's beautiful, very aesthetic, you know, like in my spiritual tradition, one thing that we also value is the arts and aesthetics, that they also can uplift the mind and take it into those more subtle, more consciousness spaces, you know, because it's the aesthetics, that's what's like, it's something very abstract, like this idea of aesthetics or arts, beauty, but that's like what, you know, like for example, like Catholics and Christians, they call God the ultimate beauty, beatific vision. That's what they call it. So that supremely beautiful thing. So like to be around aesthetics, stuff that's uplifting you, around good people, good vibes, all of that is helpful, for sure.
Yes, aesthetics are very important. Never underestimate beautiful things. It's a very high quality. One of the highest qualities in human psyche is beauty. So be beautiful, be around beautiful things, make your life beautiful. How long are you planning to stay? You come from the United States, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stay here for 2 months and go back? Or are you gonna stay here longer?
So I think for me, it's gonna depend on if I can like make money or not from doing this. I wanna be able to, you know, make a good decent living from YouTube, or, you know, make some sort of community, not because I want money or anything like that, but just to be able to support myself in any environment or any situation that I'm in. So like, if I can do that while doing what I love, that would be perfect. So after that occurrence happens, where I stay, right, that's going to be much more flexible to me, much more open. And, you know, if, you know, this place is very beautiful. So like, I don't see why I wouldn't enjoy staying here, especially the community and all that. So for now, you know, I have the month-long visa, which is kind of the standard that you get at first. But if, you know, stuff goes well, then I hope I could stay longer, for sure. Yeah.
We'd love to have you stay longer. And yes, the money situation is always a problem in most people. We don't want money, but we need money. It's just a fact of life. And there's just no two ways about it. You gotta make money, you gotta earn money, you gotta have people give you money some way. And
it is very cheap here. I will say,
yes.
It's very cheap. So like, if you want to get into content creation or whatever and make money off of that, then probably you could survive quite.
Yeah, you can survive this is much cheaper than North America for sure. It's maybe half the price or even more, way more than that. But still, it's not as cheap as some other Asian countries. Like Thailand, for example, is way less expensive than being here. We have to understand that this is an island. This is separated from the rest of the places. It's also in the southern hemisphere. So a lot of things get imported. And what isn't imported is relatively cheap, but what is imported is quite expensive. So it's not the cheapest place to live, but it's definitely better than America or Canada or some of these other places. And yeah, what more can you ask for than to live in nature, live on the land, which we kind of are. We're living in a nice villa, but still, there are tropical trees all around us. There's a big rice field behind us. And when I look at the balcony of the place that I'm staying in, it's like you're basically in a tropical forest. And they're just sporadic houses here and there.
There's for sure a massive frog behind us, giving off some.
Yeah.
How long do you think you're gonna stay? So you've here for how long? You've been here like a month? Or?
I've been here for 1 month, yes. And how long do I hope to stay? Well, if life doesn't push me out of here and living circumstances don't dictate that I have to leave, then I will stay here longer. I will stay here as long as is needed, as long as these gentlemen are continuously stoking the fire. And that could be months, that could be years, that could be longer. So I have no desire or intention to go back to where I was living in. It's quite cold and not very happy half of the time of the year. So I prefer to live in a tropical place for sure, any day of the week.